Hi, welcome my dear students. The previous class we have seen the poem The Squirrel. I hope you all understood well. Today we are going to see about lesson 1. The topic of the lesson is 3 questions written by Leo Tolstoy. In this picture you are seeing his name is Leo Tolstoy. He was a famous Russian writer who is regarded as one of the greatest authors of all the time. He has received multiple nominations for the Nobel Prize in Literature. He was born on 9th September 1828. He was a novelist, short story writer, playwright, and essayist. His one of the famous work is War and Peace. It won Nobel Prize on that year. He was died in 1910, aged 82. In this lesson, the 3 questions, the story retold by Leo Tolstoy. Now we can go and see the lesson. Today we are going to see about lesson 1, 3 questions. The 3 questions before we read, a king has 3 questions and he is seeking answer to them. What are the questions? Does the king get what he wants? In this lesson, the king has 3 questions in his mind. Whether he get the answer for the 3 questions or not is a central concept of the lesson. The first part, the thought came to the certain king that he would never fail if he know 3 things. The king thought he not know the answer for the 3 questions in his mind. So what are the 3 questions? Whether he get the answer or not, we can see in the lesson. The first question is, what is the right time to begin something? And second one, which people should he listen to? And third one, what is the most important thing for him to do? The first question, what is the right time? If you want to start, begin something, what is the right time? That he don't know. And second one, which people should he listen to? What type of people you want to listen? And third one, what is the most important thing for him to do? So what thing he wanted to the people, which is a more important or most important? These 3 questions answer he don't know. So he sent the messengers to find out the answer. The second para, the king therefore sent the messengers throughout his kingdom, promising a large sum of money to anyone who would answer these 3 questions. So the king sent the messengers to the country. If anybody tell the satisfying answer for the 3 questions, he must give the reward to the people. So what happened? We can see. Many wise men came to the king, but they all answered his questions differently. Many wise men, many stars, many type of people came to his kingdom and answered the question. The reply to the first question, some said that king must prepare a timetable and then follow it strictly. Yes, some people said that king must has a timetable. The timetable means the correct time he know to do anything. So if he follow the timetable strictly, he can do anything at the right time. Only in this way they said, could he do everything at a proper time? Others said that it was impossible to decide in advance the right time for doing something. One people said that this is a correct idea. If we are having the timetable in his hand, anything we can do properly. But some people said it is impossible. Always if the question, one has a question means the answer come differently from the people we know. Yes, one is supported, one is opposed. The same thing happened in this story also. One type of people supported the timetable and other type of people opposed the timetable. Because timetable if you are following in the class, this is a correct only. But the king not know what will be happen in the future. So next para we can see that. The answer for the first question, the main idea is timetable. Many people supported and many people opposed. Yes, the king always do whatever necessary to do at the time. It others said that king needed a council of wise men who would help him act at the proper time. Some people said that the king needed a council, a group of wise men in his court. This was because one man would find it impossible to decide correctly without help from others, the right time for every action. If you want to do anything, we must discuss with some people, then only the solution will be correct. So people said that counsel is very important. But Then the other said that there were some things which could be urgent. These things could not wait for the decision for the council. In order to decide the right time for doing something, it is necessary to look into the future, and only the magician could do that. The king therefore would have to the magician. But some people said that the councils not decide the time properly. We are not wait the decision from the council, because the council, a group of people, they have the different opinions. So one type of people said that magicians must have the king, because magician can judge the future correctly. So these are the answers for the first question. The answer to the second question, some said that the people most necessary to the king were his counselors. Others said the priest. A few others chose the doctors, and yet others said that his soldiers were the most necessary. What is the second question? Remember that? Yes. Which people should he listen to? Which type of people he wanted or listened to? The second question answer, the people said that the king must have he want to listen to the counselors. Others said priest. Priest means yes. A few others choose the doctors. They yet others chose the soldiers. They are all the necessary to the country. So if he listen these type of people, the kingdom will be good. Some suggested for the second question. And the answer to the third question, some said science, other choose fighting, and other said religious worship. What is the third question? What is the most important thing for him to do? Yes, what is most important for the kingdom? The answer to the third question, some said science. Yes, science is very important, and others choose fighting. It means army power is very important. Some said religious is worship, and religious prayers are very important to the kingdom. As the answer to these questions were so different, the king was not satisfied and gave no reward. Instead, he decided to seek advice of the certain hermit who was widely known for his kingdom. Now, the king not satisfied with the answer for the three questions, because everyone given the different answer. So, he wanted to meet a hermit to find out the answer. The hermit lived in a wood which he never left. He saw no one but simple people, and so king put on the ordinary clothes. Before he reached the hermit huts, the king left his horse with his bodyguard and went on alone. Now the king decided to meet a hermit to find out the answer, but he wanted to disguise. Disguise means he wanted to appearance differently. He not show his kingdom and power to the hermit. Then only he want to find out the answer for the questions. So he go and meet the hermit with the ordinary manner, ordinary clothes, simple like simple people. Before he reached, he leave. It means he left his horse and bodyguards, all the things. He went alone to meet him. As the king came near the hermit's hut, he saw the hermit digging the ground in front of his house. As the king came near the hermit's hut, he saw the hermit digging the ground in front of his hut. He greeted the king and continued digging. The hermit was old and weak, and as he worked, breathed heavily. It means the king wanted to meet the hermit to find out the answer for the three questions. So when he went to the hut, in front of the hut, the old man, the wise man was, the hermit is digging on the ground. He just wished to the king and continued his work. He looked like very old and weak and very hard worked in that manner. The king went up to the hermit and said, I have come to you, wise hermit, to ask you to answer the three questions. So what is the purpose the king came? Yes, he wanted to answer for the three questions. Do you remember the three questions? Yes. He said, how can I learn to do the right thing at the right time? Who are the people I need most? And what affairs are the most important? Now, he informed the three questions to the hermit. The hermit listened to the king but not speak. He went on digging. You are tired, said, let me take some let me take the spade and work in your place. So the king wanted the answer for the three questions, but the hermit not replied the three questions. He just continued his work. Thanks, said the hermit, giving his king his spade. Then he sat down on the ground. So he asked only spade to the king. He given the spade, but he not answer for the questions. When the king had dug two beds, he stopped and repeated his questions. He started to do the work. The hermit gave no answer but stood up, stretching out his hand for the spade, and said, now you rest, let me work. So now the hermit not given any answer for the question, only said, you can take the rest, I'll do the work now. But the king did not give him the spade and continued to dig. But the king not wanted to give the spade to continue his work because he wanted the answer for the three questions. 1 hour passed, then another. The sun went down behind his tree, and at last the king stuck the spade into the ground and said, I come to you, wise man, for an answer to my questions. If you can give me no answer, tell me so, I will return home. Now the king asked angrily. Means 1 hour passed, but the hermit not given any answer for the questions. So he asked whether he given the answer for his question or not. If he said no, he will return home. Here comes someone running, said the hermit. So even the question also the hermit not given any answer on the time. One man coming to the ground. So what will happen and who is that man? Whether he get the answer for the three questions or not, these all we can see in the next class. Now we can see the comprehension check. The first question, why did the king want to know the answer to the three questions? So discuss your answer. The second one, messengers were sent throughout the kingdom. First one to fetch wise man. Second one to find the answer to the questions. And third one to look for the wise hermit. And fourth one to announce a reward for those who would answer the questions. Mark your choice. So read the story carefully and read the second part also. We can discuss the answers in the next class. Thank you, my dear students.